Welcome back, everyone. It's New Mutator, and I'm going to be doing yet another cast for you. And before we start, I do want to point out that yes, we're trying something new. I'm going to be visible in the bottom corner of your screen, and yes, that is intentional. So let's get that out of the way. It's just going to be, we're just trying something new, okay? Leave it at that. Next thing I want to say is I want to apologize to everybody that I wasn't able to cover this year in the Myth World Cup. This is the bottom bracket finals, and this is the first match I was able to cover. I was on vacation in Seattle, where I got to witness the largest video game tournament to date. So that was quite a lot of fun. Got to go to the exclusive after party and see things that I wasn't planning on seeing. Wasn't anticipating being able to do that at all, but things worked out really well. But that's not what we're here to do. We're actually here to give you this match. So this is game one of the bottom bracket finals in the Myth World Cup 2016. For those who don't know, this is a game that was published in 1998. The name of the game is Myth 2 Soul Blighter. And it's quite a interesting game, as we'll soon see. The name of the tournament is the Myth World Cup. It's obviously been going on a long time. Every year it's a competitive two-team annual tournament. And we're looking at the two of the top three teams who are going to be playing this match. This is what is this? Gods of Myth, led by Lord Scary Owl, who's kind of a how shall we say? He's one of the newer player on the scene, and he's assembled a team of some players that we know and some that we don't. And opposite them is Syndicate, who I believe won the Winter Series, and so they're a top contending team. I think the interesting thing is the fact that Lord Scary Owl was able to lead Gods of Myth this deep into the tournament, but only one team can make it to the finals to face the top bracket finalist, TWF, I believe, the White Foundation. And no, I don't mean white the color, I mean the white like these guys here, where it says white here, these guys explode. But that's not how they're going to be utilized in this game. We can most likely expect them to be healed by these guys here. These are Heron Guards. They have a Mandrake Root. They will heal the whites, and the pieces will be picked up by these units here. These are goals. They're skirmisher units. They're going to be targeting the sensitive artillery units here. These are Dwarven Heroes as well as Warlocks. So yes, I wasn't able to look at the trade. Apologize for that. Territories is the name of the game. Let me introduce the players really quick. With Lord Scary Owl on the blue team, starting out in the west, it's going to be Scary Monster, DB Seeker, Roadkill, Killer King, Coca-Cola, and I believe Bachner and Limp may be substituting. Don't believe they're actually listed on the team. If Limp is even playing at all, he might just be observing. Rat King's going to be leading the Syndicate in the white. Starting out in the east, Funk, Kryptos, Demolition, Argos, Paris, and Lizard King. And I do want to point out that I think Funk and Kryptos are actually secondaries for Gods of Myth. And but they're on the primary roster here for the Syndicate. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic here, where they may have played for Lord Scary Owl in the past, but here they're playing against them. So yeah, let's resize this just a little bit. We can see somebody's drawing on the map here. We have a large spider flank here in the north for Gods of Myth. Bachner is going to be in charge of that. Some arrows being exchanged here in the mid. And we see you know, territories, the game type, basically you just want to control flags, and the team that controls the most flags at the end of the game, when the timer expires, in this case there's about 10 minutes remaining, it's going to be the winner. Or if a team gets eliminated, the other team obviously is going to be the winner. So it looks like Scary Monster running in and out. Scary Monster I'm not too familiar with, as well as what's the other player? Coca-Cola is kind of a mysterious player as well. And Cryptos, as we've seen, is kind of a mystery as to their identity. But we've seen them play in previous tournaments, so we know that they're a capable player and have played on top-tier teams in the past. Anything else to note? Paris, of course, is the tournament organizer this year, and he stepped up after the Winter Series to take the helm this year. There has been some shenanigans, which, you know, maybe I don't have time to talk about that right now, as there's a fireball. Killer King going to be firing at Paris, actually taking out, almost taking out those goals there. Paris is very lucky to survive with those goals, carrying the anti-artillery pus packets there. He's going to heal them both up, most likely, or at least the one. Killer King not letting up. He's going to let out another fireball, not able to connect, so he's going to retreat back to the high ground. So far, looks like God's a Myth in the lead. Actually, at this point, I'm not sure. Looks like 6-3. Yeah, God's Myth is firmly in the lead. So Syndicate has to do something. We'll see what they plan to do. Looks like Lizard King might be circling around in the south, maybe try to find an opening here, but Roadkill is going to expect something to happen. Meanwhile, in the north, it looks like not too much is going on. The good thing about Dwarven Heroes is they do not dud. There's no risk of dudding at all, so you can reliably block the Warlock shots. Some chip damage going on to Scary Monster, at least the effort there from Argos. I don't think he did connect at all, though Killer King has to be careful. He might end up losing that Warlock. Oh, some pus going down. Looks like Lord Scary Owl going to lose that goal with the pus packet as well. A little bit careless, although that gold ends up going down as well. But Argos is going to survive with his goal. I think he used up a pus packet to take out 2 goals. So worth it definitely for the Syndicate there. Meanwhile, I hear something happening somewhere. Kind of a stalemate here in the north as Cryptos and Coca-Cola not really doing much of anything. Uh-oh, it looks like Demolition is sending in a Myrmidon and try to get a response here from Roadkill. Try to find an opening for the rush. It looks like Lizard King is going to come in. He sees his opening. And, oh, huge shot there from Demolition, who's coming in from the side. Roadkill and Demo are trying to come in. Nice shot there from Roadkill. He's going to attempt to deflect this, but he is going to be pussed. And Lizard King is going to survive for now. They're going to try to clean this up. Uh-oh, there's some satchels on the ground and a huge explosion. Oh, some friendly fire there from Killer King. I don't think he intended to bomb his own Heron Guards there. 80% across the board. So it's tied up, actually. And I think, for now, Gods of Myth are going to be okay, as they do have Killer King backing up Roadkill here with the Dwarf.
Flag captured.
I think Paris is sort of joining the effort here. I don't think anything else is happening right now. So all the action's here in the south. And Killer King is going to survive for now. A pus thrown from Killer King actually going to deflect Paris. I think that was Paris. Anyway, here's another pus happening. And Killer King is paralyzed for now, although Paris is deflected. And uh-oh, Killer King with a huge shot. He gets out just in time. A little bit of friendly fire, but some massive damage going down. And I think Syndicate is going to get cleaned up here. Yeah, almost taking out Killer King. But that Dwarf is going to survive, which is instrumental, as there is a heal somewhere, I think. There's got to be, yeah, there's at least one heal there for them. So Syndicate is going to be driven back. 76-68%. There's about an 8% spread. Not much else is happening. So this is mostly it. Some taunting there coming from the Gods of Myth side. So yeah, once again, Syndicate finds themselves at a disadvantage. They need to be on the offensive here because they need to take a flag in order to win the game. But they're on the low ground, they're in the more vulnerable position, and they find themselves with fewer units overall. Their numbers, their percentages are lower of their remaining army. So Myth is a game of attrition. There's no respawns, you can't farm up units, you can't harvest resources and purchase anything. So what you see is what you get, and if it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back.
Captured.
Every little bit of health counts. And let's see, Argos is going to come in and tag the mid flag, and actually they're still behind. That's not going to do it for them. Uh-oh. Looks like Bachner is going to lose a few of those spiders actually to Funk. Actually, I think it was just one spider. Uh-oh, we see here LSO is going to be chasing Demo, trying to clean up some of these Heron guards, and he gets the Myrmidons, but there he goes. He starts working on those Heron guards, and I think he's going to come out on top. Spiders are only worth 1 unit trading point, so losing a few is not so bad. Let's see what the percentages are at. 63, 72%. Yeah, Gods of Myth still firmly in the lead, as Syndicate was able to tag this flag. So they are up for now. Ooh, Killer King taking some damage here.
Flag captured.
Oh,
Flag
huge
captured.
pus happening. Uh-oh. This might be massive. Oh, nice block. I think that was Lizard King that did that, saving those archers. Rat King is saved for now. Not for long. As those units get taken out, those archer units are pretty important here, as they do have slightly longer range than this artillery. Lizard King, I think, is going to be able to repel this, but these Myrmidons are doing some damage here, as that dwarf was in the red. He's going to slowly back them out, and LSO is coming to the rescue.
Flag captured.
Let's see what the percentages are at this point. 65, 57%. There's still an advantage here for Gods of Myth. Some more things are happening. DB Seeker throwing down a pus, but it just barely gets it. He doesn't take him out. He has to come in. No, not able to finish the job. If he was able to aim that pus a little bit better, I think he could have killed that Warlock. But the unfortunate bounce there.
Flag captured.
Mitsu also has features a physics engine, so there is some randomization in terms of where the projectiles end up. It's skill, mostly skill, but also luck plays a huge part in this game. Some RNG makes things interesting, keeps things surprising. Still battling it out here in the south. Killer King is going to survive for now. Killer King and Rat King, former teammates in the past, I believe.
Flag captured.
And it's going to be mostly stalemate. I don't think either one should be able to take the other out unless they exploit some kind of, I don't know, one of those dwarven throw bugs that we hear so much about. Ooh, almost taking some damage there. You got to be careful though.
Flag.
I think Killer King has to be careful. He's being double teamed here. Actually, Rat King and Lizard King. This is the meeting of the kings in the south. This is interesting. Ooh, one of those dwarves gets taken out, Rat King's dwarf, and Lizard King almost loses his. So Killer King coming out on top. 30 seconds remain, 52, 57%. Actually, Syndicate is up. When did this happen? They've taken the mid, and they've taken this back flag. Wow. So what? Uh-oh, it's up to LSO to take it back. Is he going to be able to do it, though? He might be able to. I don't know. It's going to be tough. He has to take out a couple of these units. If they can hold the south, they stand a pretty good shot. He's going
Flag
to contest the flag,
Flag contested.
make sure it delay the end of the game here. They're going to contest mid as well, but this is looking a little bit less sure. And they tag in the north. Are they going to be able to take? Yes, I think they are going to be able to take this flag. That goal, oops, that goal could keep it from ending though.
Contested.
And actually, south is contested as
Flag
well.
Captured.
Oh no, it's going to hit the flag. Oh no, Killer King. Oh my gosh, I think he's going to be able to survive though. And the dwarf gets taken out as well. But what about back here in the mid? It looks like Roadkill. Very fortuitous heal there, and actually Gods of Myth are going to win even without Roadkill contesting this mid flag. As they hold on to this flag here, they hold on to the south. Killer King was able to he was able to salvage this fight, even though he hit the flag with the fireball, almost destroying his entire army there. They hold on to these two flags, and they take back their home flag. So even though they lost the mid, they didn't really lose it because they could have kept it contested and taken it. But even with that, they were able to hold on to a majority of the flags and win the game. And they did have a 15% army advantage in the end. So kudos to them for winning Game 1. Gods of Myth coming out on top of the Syndicate here in the bottom bracket finals. Let's take a look at these statistics. Do we see anything interesting? Killer King, not surprising there, 37 damage, 19 kills, 3 losses, MVP easily of that game. If he had not been able to hold on to this flag, and he saw most of the action, if he had not been able to hold on to this flag, his team would have lost. That's just the way it is. But actually, look at this, Argos, 50 damage, 14 kills, 6 losses. That's going to be the most in the game. What did he have? What did Argos even have? How did he have so much freaking damage? What in the world? I guess he was the mid here. He must have done some work here for the Syndicate, because that's 50 damage is a lot. That is a lot. Nobody else on his team even came close. So he really picked his team up there. Even though they didn't win, they lost by a closer margin than otherwise would have been. Roadkill also doing pretty well, 33 damage for him, but a more even distribution here. How shall I say, kills to losses ratio. And a lot of these players, like Bachner, 0 damage. He had a lot of survivors though, so that's pretty good for him, I guess. And do you see anything else? Not really. Crypto's actually 0 damage for him as well. He didn't see a lot of action this game at all. And Limp, it looks like we were right in guessing that he was observing. So let's see here. 47 kills, 56 losses, 47 kills, 55 losses. A pretty close game when all is said and done here for Game 1. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around. We'll have the rest of the series for you. So we'll see you in Game 2.